Welcome to Omni. Today we explore the incredible navigation skills of a tiny creature that conquers the vast, dangerous natural world. Beneath our feet, millions of ants march relentlessly. Their small compound eyes perceive a chaotic universe filled with towering, seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Despite their miniature size, ants never lose their way. They possess a sophisticated internal navigation system that rivals modern human GPS technology. Before we dive into their secrets, let us closely examine the anatomy of this fascinating insect and its highly specialized sensory organs. The ant relies heavily on its compound eyes. These unique optical structures consist of hundreds of tiny individual lenses working together flawlessly. Unlike human eyes, which provide high-resolution images, the ant vision is quite blurry. It sees the world in a pixelated mosaic. However, what they lack in sharp detail, they make up for in an exceptionally wide visual field, detecting the slightest environmental movements. When an ant leaves its dark colony to forage, it steps into a bright, overwhelming environment, full of predators and unpredictable challenges. It embarks on a highly erratic journey, twisting and turning through thick vegetation, searching desperately for any available source of valuable nutrition. The insect wanders randomly, exploring hidden crevices and climbing over massive rocks, driven by the biological imperative to feed its growing colony. Hours slowly pass as the tiny explorer covers incredible distances, moving further and further away from the safety of its underground sanctuary. The outward path becomes a complex maze of loops and zigzags. To a human observer, the insect appears completely and utterly lost. Yet, beneath this seemingly chaotic wandering, a powerful biological computer is quietly operating within the microscopic confines of the tiny ant brain. Finally, the ant discovers a massive piece of food. Now it faces the ultimate challenge of returning home safely with its prize. It does not retrace its complicated steps. Instead, it turns around and marches in a perfectly straight line directly toward its nest. How is this astonishing feat possible? The secret lies in a brilliant biological mechanism known to scientists as continuous path integration. As the ant walks, its brain constantly calculates its exact geographical position relative to the starting point of its long, exhausting journey. It functions exactly like a built-in step counter. The ant measures the precise distance it traveled by monitoring its own movements. This internal pedometer is incredibly precise. It records every single stride, allowing the insect to know exactly how far it has roamed. Scientists discovered this by attaching microscopic stilts to ant legs. The altered stride length caused the ants to completely misjudge their distance. When the stilts were removed, their navigation returned to normal. This proved beyond doubt that ants actively count their individual microscopic footsteps. But tracking distance alone is not nearly enough. The ant must also know its exact direction to successfully navigate back to safety. To find its proper heading, the ant looks up at the sky. It uses the sun as a reliable, constant celestial compass. Even on heavily cloudy days, the ant can detect polarized light patterns in the atmosphere, ensuring it always knows true directional headings. Specialized photoreceptors in the upper part of their compound eyes are perfectly tuned to analyze these invisible bands of polarized ultraviolet light. By continuously combining the internal step counter with the solar compass, the ant updates a precise home vector in its brain cache. Every twist, turn, and detour is mathematically processed in real time. The insect always knows the shortest, most direct route back home. This continuous stream of calculated data allows the ant to confidently bypass the winding outward trail and take a massive, efficient shortcut. Imagine walking blindfolded through a dense forest and always knowing exactly which direction to point to find your way back to camp. This is the magic of path integration. It is a dynamic, living geometry happening inside a brain no larger than a pinhead. However, this internal odometry system is not entirely flawless. Small mathematical errors can easily accumulate over extremely long and highly complex distances. If the ant relies solely on counting steps, a slight miscalculation could eventually lead it completely astray, dooming it to wander forever. To aggressively correct these minor miscalculations, the ant utilizes its vision. Its compound eyes capture wide, panoramic snapshots of the surrounding environment. These visual memories act as crucial external landmarks. The ant compares its current view with stored images to pinpoint its exact location. It recognizes distinct silhouettes of towering grass blades, fallen leaves, and distant trees to confirm it is heading in the proper direction. Even with blurry vision, the overall shape and contrast of the skyline provide a highly reliable map for the tiny, determined navigator. When the ant recognizes a familiar visual landmark, it instantly resets its internal compass, correcting any accumulated errors from its biological pedometer. This magnificent dual system of internal odometry and external visual landmarks guarantees absolute navigational precision in the most challenging and hostile environments. It is a perfect synergy of memory, vision, and physical movement, seamlessly integrated to ensure the survival of the entire insect colony. Now, let us shift our perspective from the microscopic world of insects to the cutting-edge realm of modern human engineering robotics. Human engineers have spent decades trying to replicate this exact level of navigational accuracy in complex robotics and modern autonomous driving vehicles. In the rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence, this crucial concept is famously known as simultaneous localization and mapping, or simply SLAM. SLAM is the foundational technology, allowing a robot or vehicle to understand its environment and track its location at the same time. Modern autonomous cars use an array of expensive cameras, radar, and laser sensors to digitally map their complex surroundings in real time. They constantly calculate the precise coordinates while navigating through busy, unpredictable city streets, filled with pedestrians, other vehicles, and sudden traffic changes. These sophisticated artificial systems heavily rely on visual data to identify road signs, lane markings, and potential obstacles in their designated path. Yet autonomous vehicles often struggle dramatically when their optical cameras are blinded by heavy rain, thick fog, or sudden glares of sunlight. When visual data is compromised, the artificial intelligence can easily become disoriented, leading to dangerous situations and potentially catastrophic accidents on highways. Here, brilliant engineers can learn a profound and highly practical lesson from the humble, resilient ant and its ancient, perfected biological algorithms. We must not rely exclusively on high-resolution visual data for the critical task of navigation in unpredictable and highly dynamic environments. By seamlessly integrating visual inputs with internal movement data, machines can achieve a much higher level of reliability in difficult, adverse conditions. This internal movement data, known in robotics as odometry, acts exactly like the biological step counter, tracking wheel rotations and steering angles. When a self-driving car momentarily loses its camera vision due to a dark tunnel, its internal odometry must immediately take control. It calculates the distance traveled and the angle of the wheels to estimate its current position until the visual sensors recover completely. However, just like the ant, mechanical odometry is prone to slight errors. Wheel slippage on wet roads can distort the calculated distance. Therefore, the artificial intelligence must continuously cross-reference its internal odometry with external visual landmarks to correct errors and maintain absolute precision. This elegant fusion of sensors mirrors the evolutionary brilliance of the ant, proving that biology has already solved our modern engineering problems. The ant teaches us that true navigational intelligence is not just about passively seeing the world, but deeply feeling our physical movement. It is about maintaining a continuous, unbroken connection between our internal sense of self and the vast, changing external landscape around us. Let us return to our tiny protagonist, currently marching confidently across the rough and hot terrain with its heavy, newly acquired prize. Despite the overwhelming heat and the towering obstacles blocking its path, the ant remains completely focused on its direct route back home. It climbs over a massive fallen log, momentarily losing sight of the familiar horizon, but its internal compass keeps it perfectly aligned. The insect pauses briefly, adjusting its grip on the food, and scans the sky to verify its heading against the polarized sunlight. Reassured by the celestial cues, it resumes its rapid pace, a tiny, unstoppable machine driven by millions of years of evolutionary perfection. As it nears the colony, the familiar scents and chemical trails left by its countless siblings begin to fill the surrounding air. But the ant does not rely solely on these invisible chemical markers. Its path integration system has already brought it exactly here. Finally, the ant reaches the small, inconspicuous entrance of its underground nest, a tiny hole completely hidden among the vast, sprawling roots. It eagerly drops its precious cargo, successfully completing a monumental journey that required intense physical endurance and incredibly complex real-time calculations. Inside the dark, bustling colony, thousands of other ants are preparing to embark on their own perilous foraging missions into the unknown. Every single day, millions of these tiny creatures perform spatial calculations that would overwhelm the most advanced supercomputers currently built by humanity. Their tiny brains, significantly smaller than a single grain of sand, hold the ultimate secrets to perfect spatial awareness and autonomous movement. When we look at an ant, we often see a simple, insignificant pest. But science reveals a highly sophisticated, deeply complex organism. We are witnessing a living blueprint for the future of autonomous navigation, a biological masterpiece forged in the relentless fires of evolution. The next time you see a robotic vehicle smoothly navigating a busy intersection, remember the tiny insect that mastered this technology first. Remember the elegant combination of the internal step counter and the external visual map, working perfectly in absolute, flawless harmony, together, forever. As researchers continue to study these magnificent creatures, they uncover new layers of complexity within their seemingly simple, instinct-driven, repetitive behaviors. Some species of desert ants can navigate flawlessly across vast, featureless sand dunes, where visual landmarks are practically non-existent and constantly shifting. In these extreme environments, their reliance on the internal pedometer and the solar compass becomes even more critical for their ultimate survival. They are nature ultimate survivors, perfectly adapted to conquer the most unforgiving landscapes on Earth through sheer resilience and brilliant biological engineering. By studying desert ants, roboticists are developing new algorithms for rovers designed to explore the desolate, rocky surfaces of Mars and beyond. Space exploration vehicles face similar challenges, operating in harsh, unfamiliar terrains where GPS signals are completely unavailable and visual data is limited. The biological method of path integration provides a highly robust, computationally efficient solution for these extraterrestrial rovers navigating distant, alien planetary landscapes. It is truly poetic that a creature so deeply tied to the Earth could inspire the technology we use to explore space. This incredible connection highlights the profound unity of scientific principles across vastly different scales, from the microscopic to the entirely cosmic level. Nature has already solved our most complex engineering problems through millions of years of rigorous evolution and incredibly harsh environmental survival tests. We just need to observe closely. The natural world is an infinite library of brilliant solutions waiting to be discovered by humanity. As we continue to push the boundaries of artificial intelligence, we must remain humble and willing to learn from the natural world. The true path forward is not to conquer nature, but to carefully study its elegant designs and integrate them into our technology. By doing so, we can create machines that are not only smarter and more efficient, but also more resilient and highly adaptable. The story of the ant and its remarkable navigation system is a powerful reminder of the hidden wonders that surround us daily. It challenges us to look closer, to appreciate the immense complexity hidden within the smallest and seemingly most insignificant creatures on Earth. Every step an ant takes is a testament to the incredible power of evolution and the breathtaking ingenuity of biological life itself. Let us carry this profound lesson with us as we navigate our own complex paths through the unpredictable challenges of modern life. Like the ant, we must continuously integrate our past experiences with our current vision to find the best possible route moving forward. We must trust our internal compass while remaining sharply aware of the external landmarks that guide us toward our ultimate, desired destinations. Only through this delicate balance of internal intuition and external awareness can we truly master the intricate, beautiful art of successful navigation. The world is vast, complex, and often overwhelming. But with the right tools and a focused mindset, we can always find home. As the sun sets on the ant colony, the tiny workers retreat underground, resting their complex minds for another day of exploration. Their remarkable journey serves as an endless source of inspiration for scientists, engineers, and curious minds exploring the mysteries of the universe. We hope this deep dive into the world of path integration has changed the way you view these incredible, hard-working little insects. The next time you see an ant scurrying across the pavement, take a moment to appreciate the complex mathematical miracle happening inside. You are looking at a master navigator, a tiny genius executing flawless algorithms that continue to baffle and inspire our brightest minds. Join us next time as we continue to uncover the hidden technological marvels concealed within the fascinating biology of our beautiful planet. Thank you for watching Omni Eyes. Stay curious, keep exploring the microscopic wonders, and never stop questioning the incredible world around us. This has been another amazing journey with Omni Eyes. Goodbye for now, and we will see you in our next fascinating episode.